Who is Ötzi the Ice Man? What was his connection with the North Indian population? What is transitive Brahmi script? Okay. Three questions. Let's take one. Okay, who was this guy, Ötzi the Iceman? Let's put him on the screen, shall we? Ötzi the Iceman. Okay, this is. I'm gonna show you the image of a dead person. In case you don't like to see it, switch off. All right. So this is a person who died about 5,200 years ago, and he died in the European Alps, in the region between Italy and Austria, the Alps in that region, the mountains, high up in the mountains. And he died and he froze to death. I mean, he didn't freeze to death. He died and then his body froze. And it was rediscovered in 1991 by, I think, hitchhikers or mountaineers. And they thought they had come across a murder scene, which actually was a murder scene, but it was 5,200 years old. So let me show you what this gentleman looked like. Yes, it's a dead body. It's a mummified person. I will not enlarge the images in case it is distressing for some people, but this is what it looks like. This is a reconstruction of the gentleman's face, a reasonably handsome person. Yes, maybe he needs a shave, but yeah, that's what it is believed he looked like. This is a reconstruction of his appearance and his visage. Ötzi the Iceman. Now, they make him look very European. It is known that he had brown eyes and dark brown or black hair, and his skin was not exactly white, it was light brown. He had a proper Mediterranean appearance, and genetically he is close to the people of the Mediterranean region. If you look at the Mediterranean region, uh, southern Italy, Greece, Lebanon, etc., the skin color, the skin tones you find in these regions, that's the kind of skin tone that he had. So it's not proper what you would call the white race, it's like light brown race. Yeah. So that's what this gentleman looked like. So what is this guy's story? So they found the body in 1991, if I'm not mistaken, frozen. Yeah, this is what it looked like. That's what he looked like when he was found. Um, as you can see, that's how they found him. He was frozen, stuck in the ice. Then the body was extracted by various I don't know, researchers, archaeologists, whoever it was. It is now preserved someplace. I don't know where it is preserved. It is preserved at minus 23 degrees or something, and they take good care to ensure that the body doesn't degrade, right? And then they were able to do CT scans and various other tests of this gentleman and to figure out how he died. So they found out that he had some nice weapons. He had a flint or stone knife and a copper axe, a very good quality copper axe. He wore clothes that were good for at least 2 3 layers of clothing, good boots. He had a fur cap that was made up of the fur of a bear, I think. Yeah. They were able to determine what kind of food he had eaten. His last meal, there was meat, I believe, of some kind. And then they found that he had a wound on his hand which came from grasping a blade which somebody was trying to push at him. So it was a self-defense wound. He tried to grasp a blade and it cut his palm to some extent, and the wound was healing, which means that he survived that attack or that fight which he got into. And they also determined the cause of his death. The cause of his death was an arrow in his back. So yes, it was a murder. He was shot to death. He also had, I think, some kind of traumatic head injury, maybe hemorrhaging of the brain or something, which would indicate that maybe he hit his head when he fell down, or maybe he was hit on the head later on, something like that. So it was not a very peaceful death. It was a violent death. He carried arrows, a bunch of arrows, a bundle of arrows, and so on. So that's what we know about him. This entire thing, his death happened about 5,200 or so years before today, roughly. And it's one of the best preserved ancient naturally mummified bodies that exists today. And there's still plenty of research that's being done on his body. So genetically, he's believed to be closely related to the people of the Mediterranean region, the South Mediterranean or so, that sort of region. I am not sure what his connection is with the North Indian population and so on. So not sure about that. So that's what I can tell you.